What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and welcome back to the beautiful Tekken 2 and King's stage here, his beautiful church. Don't you miss when stages actually had connections to the characters, you know? Gave them a little bit more personality, you know, fleshed them out. Why can't we do this in the modern games? But anyway, this is gonna be a very special video. I'm gonna demonstrate the legendary Octopus stretch. This was a secret move that King had, and it was basically a throw that would kill you immediately. There was no way to survive it. It's the single most damaging throw in Tekken history. It does 80 damage on its own. And I'm gonna demonstrate it. This move is one of the reasons I fell in love with Tekken. I mean, I fell in love already in Tekken 1, but in Tekken 2, discovering all of King's hidden, you know, they were not in his command list, all of his chain throws and this technique, it was incredible. And I still remember, I shit you not, I still remember when I was 11 years old, or I was 10, I don't remember, I think I was 11, when I saw this move for the first time. I had my friend over, we were playing the game, we were playing against the CPU on the hardest difficulty, and out of the blue, the CPU hit this on me, and I was like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. To me it looked like King's Cobra clutch, I think it's called, his back throw here. But he did it from the front and it looked a bit different. But what really stood out was the damage, because it was like Thanos, you know, doing this, snapping his fingers. I just died immediately and I was just mind blown. And I even called a video game support hotline for like $2 per minute and asked them, how do you do King's throw when he kills you immediately? And they sent me actually a big fucking document with all of the moves, and I learned how to do it as an 11-year-old. But yeah, sorry for yapping away with lots of main man trivia here. I'm going to demonstrate the move. So it was kind of weird, because this was not a throw, you know, that was done like this, you know, from standing, yeah, like a typical throw. This was actually a throw that came out of a string. So for example, you know that King has the Ali kicks, right? So I have counter hit on, as you can see. Without counter hit, all you can get is free kicks. That's it. And at any point you can mix the low. Oh no, you can only do this on counter hit, my bad. Okay, without counter hit, all you can do is free kicks in a row. That's it. On the first kick you can actually follow that with a mid, so there's some form of mix up there. But if you get a counter hit, you can, after free kicks, go into a mid, or after free kicks go into a 2 additional lows. So that is actually a mix-up. There's no low parry in this game. So if they eat the first kick on counter hit, the second kick is guaranteed, but after that they can block. So they actually have to guess here, mid, or you going for another low. So there is some form of mix-up here. But in most of the time, if people knew about the Octopus stretch, which I'm gonna demonstrate now, they would always eat the mid here, because I shit you not, if you duck there and eat the 4th low, and I input in between the 3rd kick and the 4th kick, you input 2, 1, 3, 4 in sequence in between the kicks. And that's death. 117 damage, max health is 110. So this is actually overkill. So this is the legendary Octopus stretch, which he lost after Tekken 2. It would never come back again. And to me it's so sad, because it's just so goddamn epic. And of course it was hard to make this work on competent players, but it was a mix-up here. Are you gonna do the mid uppercut, or are you gonna go for the, well, move that kills them? And it's so unbelievably epic how he raises his fist to the sky. roar, and then he just kills them outright. It's so fucking epic, and I just wish he still had this. But seeing that as a kid, you know, I was just mind blown. I couldn't believe there was shit in this game that wasn't in the command list, and I learned to do this, and I would do it on all of my friends, you know, while playing Tekken. We had tournaments in school. Those were the days, you know. I'm gonna also say that in the professional, in the competitive community, people hated that he was actually, King was, well, nerfed. His down forward 1, as you know, in Tekken 1 on block, it's plus 93, and it's a launcher on block. So King players kind of got used to that. They liked that. They felt that, like, well, King probably isn't S tier, but he's A tier. Everyone else kind of felt King was S tier, but King players, you know how it is, you know, it's their own character, so they like, A tier. But come Tekken 2, and I don't know, can't I even play against the CPU? I guess I can't. I'm gonna try and demonstrate this in arcade mode. But they made it so that it's still insanely plus on block, but it doesn't guarantee anything. It's not a launcher on block anymore. The opponent can actually block. So if he blocks... I don't know what he's doing, he's just ducking. AI in these old games, you know, it's input reading and just the most random crap. Okay, there you see. Do you see? It's plus 1,000,000, but if I do another down forward 1 and he blocks, there's no block stagger, and again, he could block. So nothing is guaranteed afterwards. King players were really pissed off, like the community worldwide emailed Namco at the time and demanded buffs, demanded that the down forward 1 was to be what it once was again, but they just fell on deaf ears, you know. They wouldn't, down forward 1 wouldn't go back to what it was before, and I think it took like 3 years for King players to accept that. It was in Tekken 3 where they finally started, you know, accepting that down forward 1 was not going to be plus 93 on block and a launcher. As you can see, nothing guaranteed. So that's a video on Tekken 2 and the Octopus stretch. I hope you enjoyed it. You know what, I'm gonna see if I can get it here. But it's so hard to counter hit the AI. They just input read. I can't counter hit him. It sounds like the dumbest thing, but yeah, you can't counter hit AI in Tekken 1, 2, 3, 4. It just reacts to things you do, and it usually doesn't initiate anything. Oh well, whatever, you saw it in practice mode. But so everyone, have a nice day and take care.